Hey guys, I'm Lane of You, and this is Joshua Collard, and we're opposite stack, and we just went to see Pixels.
Do you want to believe how much, shit this movie's had on the internet? I saw one reviewer, did you send me the link? It was this guy who's fucking angry. If you've been seeing this movie, then fuck you too!
Everybody really hated this movie, and I don't think it's quite justified when you think about it, so I'll be speaking about the pros, and he'll be speaking about the cons,
The
hopefully.
cons basically are the Adam Sandler just doing his, it's like in Family Guy, it's like, hey, I got this bicycle when I was 10, and when I ride it, it hurts my hiney.
Yeah, it's the Happy Madison thing.
Yes, the Happy Madison treatment. Yeah. We watch a lot of Nostalgia Critic. We know the Happy Madison fan base. Yeah. They'll laugh at anything, but when you give them Abbott and Costello going, who's on first? They go, huh? Yeah. So shit-eating deer.
I guess the best con of the movie is the actual cameos of the characters of the actual characters from the video games, as well as the balance the movie gives. It gives us a really strange balance because it has new and old video games, and it really compares.
Only new video game they compared was The Last of Us Remastered. That was it. That was the only game, and they do say in the game, why don't you see, come on, there's got to be a pattern. I've played The Last of Us, and okay, to some extent, I think in the early levels of the game, you can see the pattern, the lines they go, but after the
more you play, the more random it gets.
I think the more random, not only the random does it get every time you play a new playthrough, but also the entire AI is entirely unpredictable because they could change their pattern. In fact, if anything, if they got Alien Isolation, fuck me, that's the most randomest AI you could ever have.
And Pixel compares the old, you know how in the old arcade games you have a pattern, some of the characters do have a pattern, you can predict what they're going to do every time of every level. The more you play, the more you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the early things, the character got to level 22 before him, and eventually it randomized, and then he couldn't do it anymore.
And I think that's the best kind of bit of the movie because, strangely, a lot of movies don't have this comparison. You either have one or the other, old or new. You never have both at the same time. And that's really nice to see because you can see the main character, finally develop the sense that things do randomize when you go harder, when it gets harder, and you just have to play the game. Patterns are not always everything. And it really made sense why the new games are like this now. So it kind of gives you more power of the game, which was very nice. Overall, the film was stupid as hell.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
It's Adam Sandler.
But I strangely like some Adam Sandler movies. I mean, they're all the same. I swear to God, he's the same character in every single movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a guy I watched called Cinematic Excrement, and he does explain, how some Adam Sandler movies are successful because, well, he acts kind of like a
idiot.
That and a bit of a child, a bit like a normal Joe. And that kind of transcends the movies and why he gets so many good... The only good movies I've seen Adam Sandler in is Wedding Singer, and there's this one he did with Paul Thomas Anderson, and Paul Thomas Anderson is great, and those are the only two Adam Sandler... No, Hotel Transylvania, that's another good movie. Yeah. Those are the only... And then there's the second one. So there's 4 good Adam Sandler movies.
Actually, I would really like to add to that because
maybe Happy Gilmore.
I would like to add Big Daddy. I would like to add Big Daddy to it.
6.
And possibly Mr. Deeds. Just depends what kind of things you like. Because Mr. Deeds is
Wasn't that the Disney one?
No, it's a movie where he inherits money from his long lost uncle, and then he starts doing really nice things with it.
Wait, isn't that Happy? Wait, I thought that was
That's Mr. Deeds, yeah.
Wait, I thought it was Billy Madsen, because that's.
No, that's Mr. Deeds. It's just, it kind of copied the other movie a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because, again, I thought that's another.
It's an alright movie, I mean,
From paying homage to the arcades, the fact that they, in the start of the movie, it basically starts out what kids in the 80s and early 90s would do before we had big home consoles. You would basically go out, get your friends, get a shit ton of, well, in America it would be quarters, for us it would be 50p's or pound coins. We then go to the arcade and just basically waste the entire afternoon there and then go home, and then if you had an NES or Master System, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, you go back and play there. That was basically it. So they do acknowledge the actual
history of gamers.
The history of gaming, how we went from basically putting money into arcade machines to now putting money into home consoles and like online gaming and demand services. But they don't acknowledge that bit. But they do like.
I also like how they paid them homage that you can play old games by downloading them.
Yeah, that was that you can get for
what this movie
$2.99.
Sorry, yeah. What this movie does is it does not insult the gamer industry. It doesn't insult the gamers themselves. It just makes them a little bit fun and cool. If anything, it makes the retro gamers a little bit more kind of recognizable when you think about it.
And you have to thank like James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, because he actually brought, in some sense, retro video gaming back to mainstream, because as you all know, the video game nerd plays old school classic 8-bit, 16-bit games that before 2004 were not, it was only more of a collector's thing. Nowadays, it's not only a collector's thing, but also there are people who actually go to cons and buy the old games. They buy NES cartridges, Super Nintendo cartridges, Master System cartridges, Genesis cartridges, PlayStation 1 games, Sega Saturn.
A fuck ton of games.
Exactly. There's even gaming conventions dedicated to like not only games and retro gaming. And so it does acknowledge retro gaming is still alive and well. Even these guys who are like, you know, in their 40s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like our parents like used to do that as well. They used to go to the arcade and play random games.
Let's go back to the movie rather than the gaming part, because that's not the movie.
I know, but it does. But it does. You have to, because most people don't know about that kind of stuff. Well,
it's. I don't know. It was an. Let's see, joke-wise, did you find some of the jokes?
No, it was fucking. It was like Family Guy filler. The joke went on and on. It was like some
embarrassing moments. I really recommend watching this movie. I don't know if
with friends at home. Just
don't go to the cinema to watch it.
Riff it.
Yeah, have it on a CD. Have it in a way that you can fast forward the embarrassing bits. Have it that way.
And there was a lot.
There was a lot of bits that you could just fast forward from and just ignore. They honestly could have made just the movie shorter or made more cameos. Honestly, that would have saved them. Oh, please stop doing that. I really hate.
Sorry. The only cameos they had was just
they had a lot of actor cameos.
Just that. Really, mostly just Dan Aykroyd. That was the only highlight. That's the real highlight. Mr. Exposition.
Yes.
Mr. Exposition. Martha Stewart, Serena Williams. Not the real Iwata Itawa, the actual creator of Pac-Man, because he can't. Because the real Iwata can't speak
English.
He could only speak Japanese, so they had to get an actor who, I don't know, kind of looked like him, maybe. Yeah, well, because if you see the real Iwata and then see this one in the film,
I don't know if mild racism was implied in getting a cameo of somebody who looks like him.
Well, he could, but even if they did get him, he wouldn't be able to speak English.
Yeah, I understand.
Although I think when they meet him, like Josh Gad, Olaf as I'm calling him because I can't remember his name, it's one of them ridiculous names, he actually spoke to him in Japanese, so they do acknowledge the fact that he's only a Japanese speaker, and they had to do the old English sort of
the movie. I understand why people are raging about. I think it's because of it's Adam Sandler, it's a Happy Madison production, the jokes prolonged like a Family Guy joke. I don't think they're justified to hate it that much, because this movie was aimed with good intent for the first time.
It does.
Yeah, unlike the Crazy Nights, the cartoon with Adam Sandler about Hanukkah, if you remember that.
Hanukkah, yeah.
Yeah, that was not a movie aimed with good intent. Meanwhile, Pixels was actually meant with really good intent.
Even I was excited when I heard the premise of it. Retro video games coming into real life. I was thinking, oh, this might be good. But then when you find out that it's going to be an Adam Sandler movie and all this shit, it's like,
you kind of get a little bit put off of it. But honestly, I don't think you could have done it any better. I don't think there's a way to make that movie any better. I don't think incorporating retro gaming would be in any clever way. Like, I don't know a movie that would do it really well without being serious, because you can't have a movie with pixelated Pac-Man and it being serious. I can't even see it being more funny. I don't even think
I think it's to do with the writing. It was a Happy Madison production, but the guy who directed it was the guy who did Home Alone, Home Alone 2, the first two Harry Potter movies. He's done other things, but that's the weird thing. Like, you get a really talented director like Christopher Columbus to do it, and you think maybe we won't get the Adam Sandler bullshit, but unfortunately, you get the direction and Adam Sandler writing Happy Madison bullshit.
Yeah. I think that's what really upset a lot of people.
I think, yeah. Because that's what I was afraid of. I was thinking, with Christopher Columbus, this might be fine, given his direction, what he's done in the past.
He's a very colourful director, isn't he? Yeah, the first Harry Potter... Honestly, I know the first Harry Potter movies were really bad to the book, but I enjoyed them the most.
They were more kid-friendly until eventually, with age comes responsibility and comes darker. So yeah, it kind of was right. They get someone like Christopher Columbus
I know I'm going to get a lot of shit by saying that I like the second Harry Potter movie, but...
I do as well. I like all the Harry Potter movies.
I don't like the franchise, but I like bits and pieces of it.
Ooh, you're definitely gonna get some shit for that saying that.
Honestly, I just don't like how I prefer things like The Lord of the Rings and Aragon because the magic is a little bit more explained. But honestly, I don't blame you if you do like Harry Potter because it's a fun little series. It's just honestly, if you're picky with things and details like me, then you just don't enjoy it as much as you could.
Yeah, like that Christmas where Harry kisses Professor McGonagall from a firecracker. Yeah. I remember that. I was like, oh, they don't put this in the movie.
Anyway, with Pixels, I think that you just sat for most of the movie just closing your eyes and
because when you like watch enough Adam Sandler movies, you like it's like he's prolonging it, the jokes going on. In fact, the worst one they did was when fucking Josh Gad was talking to the Marines. I was thinking to myself, fucking hell. That was...
It would have been funny if it would have lasted for 10 or so seconds.
It would have been 15 seconds or 10 seconds. That would have been fine. But the fact he went on for like a minute and a half, at least a minute and a half, that was what pissed me off. I was like, did you see me in the chair just like going like that, just going, come on, end the fucking joke.
That's why I recommend, if you're gonna go to the cinema, I recommend being drunk off your ass. If you're gonna do it at home, then that's a little bit more safe.
Yeah, Jeremy Jones. It's a good time. Alcohol is required.
Yeah, the only time I'll say sneak a bottle in and just try to somehow find a way to not embarrass yourself.
It's good for bad movie night.
It wasn't as disastrous as I thought. I thought I was gonna come.
Nor did I.
I think the advertising for it was ingenious, especially like we went to the cinema and I'll post some pictures and you could actually play the old style Mario.
Yeah. Just as we were coming out, I just had a look around and I saw a classic Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah,
and
you can play for free and just
play for free and Super Mario. So basically, you can get ready playing it, and then afterwards, when you're done with film, you can continue playing it.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's ingenious. I thought the advertising for it really went great.
Well, just in this cinema alone, they won't have that in like freaking Cineworld where I live.
Yeah, possibly. Just because it's a big cinema, it's very popular. So I think if you live in a big city,
Cambridge does it better.
Cambridge. I think if you live in London, if you go to a big cinema, I'm sure you'll find some consoles laying around.
I don't know. If they did that, I think everyone would just rather play the games and go see the film. I don't blame them.
Well, the movie didn't last very long in the cinema.
It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours exact. Because when I turned my phone on,
I mean, for as long, it wasn't playing. As in, you couldn't. How do I say? Last year, Hunger Games lasted 2 months in the cinema. Pixels lasted for about 3 weeks.
Well, that's because Hunger Games is a bigger, and we also did see a trailer for Hunger Games. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I don't care about Hunger Games because
Battle Royale. I'm sorry, guys. We're Battle Royale fans.
Yeah, and I have the film and the manga.
The manga is so filthy. Anyway, Pixels. Yeah. We'll do a separate video on Battle Royale. I think we should do that.
We should do that probably at one of our houses.
Yes. But yeah, I think I would recommend seeing this movie at least once. I wouldn't dart away from it because the gamer message in the movie is quite nostalgic. It doesn't insult you. It's not mean-spirited. So I really
I don't think that was their intention of making it mean. They wanted to pay tribute because the actors in the film would have been those kids who would have gone to the
Crap! I completely forgot that. Yeah.
Miss out on the detail, don't you?
Yeah, but I think that don't go to the cinema in it. Just wait until it's out.
Yeah, when it comes out, $10.99 on DVD, $12.99 on Blu-ray.
Or if you go to CEX, you can buy it for like 25 pence soon enough. Come on, that's what they're gonna sell it by.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been to a CEX in a while. I only just go there because I get the cool, awesome bags.
But yeah, I would recommend it. If you're not an Adam Sandler fan, still see it because as much of Happy Madison writing there is in the movie, the directing skills kind of take your attention away from it.
I do like how in the last, like, the games they did, like, the Pac-Man, the Pac-Man chase scene was probably the best one.
Yes.
Because the fact it actually did feel like real-life Pac-Man. Like, you get four ghosts. Four ghosts, 4 mini cars, all named Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. And then you basically get them to chase the Pac-Man through tight, narrow streets of New York City, just like in the game.
And I thought what was ingenious is you played as the ghost, not as Pac-Man. That was, I think,
that was good. I did like that. And then there was the centipede. Which had, of course, the cameo of
it was kind of scary. I thought the centipede looked kind of creepy. I think
that's what happens when you make it like, because it's a 2D. To make it 2D 8-bit to, you know, like 3D 8-bit real life.
I honestly think it's really weird that you can see that movie in 3D.
Well, there was loads of scenes that were like, yeah, this is
3D, you know,
like all those scenes. Yeah, it was meant to be shown in 3D, and you were gonna they would market it 3D anyway.
Yeah,
given this 2D with 3D, 2.5D.
But yeah, the Pac-Man, especially the last moment when they defeat him. We're not gonna spoil, but there's this great moment.
Yeah,
like, I thought it was kind of exciting. I was actually kind of worried for the character for a second.
No, I knew he was going to be fine.
Yeah, you knew
it was Adam Sandler. He's got main character immunity.
Yeah. Although I was disappointed, there was no basketball scene in an Adam Sandler movie. What was up with that?
Well, they went to England, so they swapped basketball for football.
Yes, but
what are you doing here? We're filming a beer commercial. Oh, alright.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll be like that. Alright.
Oh yeah, by the way, it does happen after, it basically happens 2013, 2014, that's
because they reference Obama, so yeah. Although I find it weird, like at the start of the movie, like, how they say to him, like, you're gonna make something great in your life if you go to MIT. The character who says that would become the president, so in other words, the guy who kind of sucks at one, like, doesn't do video games, but does the claw games, and becomes the president, whereas the guy who's successfully good at Gradius and Centipede games goes on, and as in Pac-Man as well?
Yeah, Pac-Man.
The Gradius and the other one. Gradius and
just good
Centipede
video games, let's put it that way.
Was good at 2 games. He goes on to be an installer guy. Yeah, so I was thinking myself...
Again, balance. Again, kind of like, one thing happens. That's life, isn't it?
Sometimes even at the start, the younger character says, oh, I suck at this. So he sucks at games, but he's good at being president. Well, he sucks
real life, yeah.
He sucks at being a president.
Again, strange balance. This movie has really satisfying balance. Like...
But the Josh Gad, Jesus Christ, his character was the worst. I mean... Christ.
Well, you have to have a nutter in the movie, and that was our nutter.
Yeah, but he made him like unlikable nutter. Because I did not laugh at anything or any of the things he did. And this is the guy who voiced fucking Olaf, the most likable.
Wait, what?
Yes, Josh Gad, the weird curly hair guy in the movie, is the voice of Frozen's Olaf.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No, but I want Queen Elsa. Come on, everybody agrees with me.
Well, I think that pretty much really sums up the movie. It's a Happy Madison production movie, but toned down.
Yeah, toned down. Yeah, exactly. It was a real toned down. There's no real dirty jokes, no shit-eating deer, no...
shit-eating deers, yeah.
Deer pissing on a woman's face.
Basically...
I got that from Cinema Snob.
Yeah. Usually what the Happy Madison production movies do is they take shit and they shove it down your throat. But this movie just kind of left it there and said, you can eat it if you'd like.
So basically, they think it's shit. Now they think it's going to be a hit.
Ha.
Well, think about it. If I did it on a board, it'd be a $sign.
Yeah.
I'd spell shit.
Yeah.
But then I'd to draw 2 lines through the S to make it a $sign and be a hit.
Yeah.
Take shit, turn it into a hit. That's the idea of Madison Productions. Well, in this case, for this film, I'd say that if you're gonna do anything, I'd say before you see this movie, I want to see there's a short, because this film is actually based on a short film that was made a few years. I don't know when it was, but a few years ago. I'm going to say they made a short film. So I recommend seeing that just to see how they got the idea, and then watch this movie, and then think to yourself, huh.
What's the similarities?
What's the similarities and what difference does it make, other than the fact they made it a full-length feature, whereas the original was a short.
Should have been about a few minutes, or...
I think it'd be about 50,
if we find the link, we'll post it for you guys.
I gotta look it up
but
first.
I would just want to say that this movie is basically trying to be Wreck-It Ralph, but different. It's trying
real
to be...
life Wreck-It Ralph.
If you've seen Cool World, if you've seen the movie Cool World...
I haven't. You've explained it to me many times. Yeah.
It's basically kind of like Roger the Rabbit. It's basically if Roger the Rabbit movie had a dirty, weird, strange little uncle, Cool World would be that uncle. And that's what Pixels is to Wreck-It Ralph. I think it missed a brilliant cameo. It could have cameoed Wreck-It Ralph.
That would have mean they'd have to get. But this is a Sony movie, not a Disney movie. So
I know, but it has so many. It had so many Disney references, didn't it? It had the Walt Disney thing, we froze Walt Disney.
Yeah, Walt Disney, we froze Walt Disney, yeah. And the fact it's in Josh Gad's, okay, how much Disney reference you want to make? You got the guy who voices Olaf with a Walt Disney paper clipping that says froze.
Yeah.
Frozen. Close to Frozen.
But I think it missed some great cameos, but the cameos that we got were good enough. I mean, I was happy seeing Pac-Man, I was happy seeing Donkey Kong, I was happy seeing all of those games.
Even Duck Hunt, that was
Even Duck Hunt, yeah. Actually, no, I lied, there was a Wreck-It Ralph reference, the yellow thing, the orange thing, one of the trophies.
Trophy.
The one that turned into the...
hang on, I'm just trying. The only trophies I remember were Duck Hunt, Cuba. Yes, Cuba was the reference. Well, the thing is, it didn't do it in the Cuban language.
I know, but still, I guess you could count that as the Wreck-It Ralph thing. Okay.
No, to be fair, Cuba was its own. Well, Cuba was a game that they just referenced in Wreck-It Ralph and used as a plot point.
Yeah.
But
I think I'm just gonna take that. I retract my statement.
I'll have to watch Wreck-It Ralph again and see what other games they did have. Because so far the only game they had.
There's a sequel coming out. Did you know? It's gonna be based on
online gaming.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
It's just I'm hoping to see Mario and Sonic in it.
I think if they're gonna do Wreck-It Ralph 2 with the online gaming, they're gonna have to think on how. Although to be fair, like you mentioned before, retro video games now are being, you can now get them for real cheap, for your tablets, your phones, and even
all your devices really.
And even the newer consoles, you can get them for $5.99 or $2.99.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be like a virtual, say a PlayStation or Xbox.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
I think they're going to make like the digital versions for PlayStation Network or Xbox Live. They then again, because they're in the console, they meet all the other newer games. That would be awesome.
I would
because that's what they're going to do
for Pixels. Before you go to see the movie, set up some old games you can play when you come back, because it really gets you in the mood.
Yeah,
there's a gaming museum nearby here that does retro games. I was so tempted to go, and I'm still really tempted to go there. But the entry fee is annoying me.
What, £5?
Oh yeah, but I'm broke.
Ask your parents. Get a job.
But anyway, thank you for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope we improved just a little bit, just because we always bicker, don't we?
Next up?
I don't know.
I don't know, yeah, because last time we did say we were going to definitely see Pixels. We haven't seen anything worthy yet. I want to go, for me personally, the only movie I'm wanting to see this year is Straight Outta Compton.
I want to go see Ted 2 for some reason.
Is that still in the cinema?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. Thank God.
It didn't stand very long, did it?
Well, they knew they were going to get loads of money if they make it a limited release.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see the ending of Hunger Games. That's what I want to see, because I hated Mockingjay Part 1.
So you want to see what they're going to make up for?
Yeah, because I know a shit ton of people are going to die, and I just want to see the face of the person next to me cry.
I love it when people die.
I know what's going to happen.
Even main characters in the film that die, it's like Game of Thrones. In fact, they have Game of Thrones actors in
yeah, they do.
Yeah, but Natalie Dormer.
But yeah, I honestly think I'm not sure what movie we're gonna review next, so check out our Facebook channel.
She'll be doing it. I don't choose.
Facebook or Tumblr or
yeah, it's definitely the Tumblr for her because I.
If you have any recommendations, do tell us, and might start a new series called Home Theater at some point, possibly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
DVD hell.
Yeah, stay in tune, guys, and I hope you enjoyed our videos. Bye.
Bye.